Check out this photo. Robert Frank. This photo is inside the Americans. So the photo I'm going to talk about today is, I believe it's actually titled Elevator Girl. And it's this photo here. So I was going to go out and shoot this afternoon, had a few hours free. And then the weather was supposed to be pretty ordinary, going to have some thunderstorms. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to venture out into the city. And then I was having a coffee, just flipping through this book. And then I saw that and I was like, that is worthy of a check out this photo. Obviously, it's one of the best, but I want to talk about this photo in particular because I love these style of photographs. And this is something that, I'm very inspired by and want to shoot these kind of images. So the photo alone, like just looking at it, obviously you have the center focus, the subject, which is the young girl in the elevator. So apparently it's this 15-year-old girl and they were just waiting inside the elevator. And then it looks like there's some powerful, wealthy people moving out of the elevator and she's sitting there sighing. So you feel the weight of this girl. She's just, she's there. She looks almost, spent even. Like it's been, I don't know, there's something weighing on her. And then you have the gentleman off here, which is like creates this real heavy, powerful negative space. He also looks like a bit of a, someone you'd see in certain files. I'm not going to say it, but I said it. Anyway, so he's generating this negative space here that seems to be imposing on her. And he's leaving and she's still and in focus and anchored. And this gentleman here seems to be, he's on his way out of the elevator. And then you have this woman in the front of her that seems to, I could be wrong. It could have just been the fashion at the time, but it looks like she's got some sort of fur coat on or throw or something. And looks like a lady of affluence. I could be wrong about this. I'm just pointing out what I think about the photo. I haven't really looked into it all that much. I've just, from what I've read in the past and just looking at this photo, it just jumped out at me today. So I felt like talking about it. But anyway, so you have the gentleman here who's creating this negative space and it's weighing down on her. And then she's in focus. You can, like, his eyes look like they're beaming onto his focus, and his direction of vision is wearing down on her shoulder. And you can see her, she's anchored. And then you have the affluent woman leaving the elevator. And there's this feeling of the power is there's movement in this frame and it is of people of power and they're moving through life, and she is just stuck and weighed down. And it's just a really beautiful photo. In the book, I'm pretty sure I've seen photos and it's a bit further out, but in the book it looks a little bit cropped here, but I'm sure there was someone else there because I remember seeing it elsewhere. And I remember thinking like, oh, there's negative space there. And then there's a blackish silhouette next to the lady of affluence that I pointed out. But yeah, it's just, I love when there's movement in a slow shutter scene in a dark environment. And then the still subject is what pops out and, is highlighted, but then the subjects within the frame are blurred, and it generates this feeling of momentum mixed with stillness, and it creates a contrast. And I think it's a really powerful image. I don't know if it was, I don't really know the story of the image, but it's just a really cool photo. And if you haven't seen it before, you're welcome, because it's a beaut. And if you have seen it before, and you probably know a bit more about it than I do, maybe tell me a bit more about it. Because I'm probably not going to look it up. I'm just going to tell you what I think about it. And I've told you what I think about it. So that's that. Anyway, hope you like this photo, because I like it. And The Americans. It's a really, really good book. If you haven't got it, maybe think about getting it if you're interested in photography and looking at photos from one of the best. Anyway, if there's any photos you'd like me to break down, or any photographers you'd like me to break down in this sort of format, in this really, really crude, untechnical, laxed sort of jazz, yeah, maybe just let me know below and I might be able to do something with it. If I can't do anything with it. But if you don't do anything about it, then I can't know that what you want me to know about it. So anyway, I hope that's good. I hope it's good. I hope you're good. I'm good. Like and subscribe. Godspeed.